in the stillness of the night, when the world is cloaked in darkness, a chilling phenomenon unfolds. It is said that the veil separating our realm from the unknown can grow thin, allowing whispers from the other side to seep through. These are not mere figments of imagination. They are calls from souls who have transcended earthly existence. Perhaps they seek closure, perhaps a connection, or perhaps they have warnings to share. Tonight, we delve into the eerie world of these calls from the other side, exploring stories that blur the lines between the living and the dead. Imagine, if you will, a quiet home nestled in the woods. A woman named Sarah, a devoted mother, lost her son, Jason, in a tragic accident. The grief was suffocating, a heavy blanket that enveloped her every waking moment. One evening, as she sat alone in the dim light of her living room, she heard her phone ring. It was odd, as she had turned off her phone out of sorrow's desire for solitude. Curiosity piqued. She glanced at the screen. The caller ID read, "Unknown." With trembling hands, she answered, "Hello." A familiar voice, soft and childlike, floated through the receiver. "Mommy, it's me." Her heart raced. It was Jason's voice. How could this be? She felt a chill run down her spine. "Jason, is that you? How is this possible?" The voice responded, "I just wanted to say I love you. I'm okay." As quickly as it began, the call ended. The line went dead. Sarah was left shaking, her heart pounding in her chest. Could it be a cruel trick of her mind, or was it truly a message from beyond? She would never know for sure, but the encounter left her with an unsettling feeling, a mixture of comfort and dread. Similar stories abound, each one more haunting than the last. Take the tale of Mark, a skeptic who dismissed all things supernatural. One fateful night, after losing his beloved grandmother, he received a call that would change his perspective forever. The phone rang at an ungodly hour, piercing the silence of his bedroom. Groggy and irritated, he answered, ready to dismiss any telemarketer. "Hello," he mumbled, barely awake. "Mark, dear, it's Grandma." His heart dropped. The familiar, warm voice sent shivers down his spine. "Grandma, is this really you?" "Yes, my sweet boy. I wanted to tell you that I'm at peace. Don't worry about me." Before he could respond, the line went dead. Mark felt a strange mix of warmth and fear. The call had been so real, so vivid, yet he couldn't shake the feeling that he had crossed a line, that he had been touched by something dark and unknowable. As we explore these calls from the other side, we must consider the chilling implications of such encounters. What are these messages? Are they genuine attempts to communicate, or manifestations of our own grief and longing? Skeptics argue that such experiences can be explained by psychological phenomena, auditory hallucinations, dreams that feel too real, or even the brain's way of coping with loss. But the human experience is complex. The yearning for connection with lost loved ones can drive people to seek signs, to search for answers in the unexplainable. And sometimes, those signs manifest in the form of phone calls, messages, or dreams that leave us questioning our understanding of life and death. Consider the story of a young woman named Emily, who was devastated by the sudden passing of her fiancé, Daniel. Struggling with her grief, she found herself yearning for signs that he was still with her. Late one night, she was awakened by the sound of her phone ringing. Fumbling in the dark, she answered, her heart racing. "Hello," a voice responded, one that sent chills down her spine. "Emily, it's me. I'm right here." Tears streamed down her face as she listened. The voice was unmistakably Daniel's. "I love you, Em. Keep living for both of us." The call abruptly ended, leaving her breathless. Was it a dream? A figment of her imagination? Or was Daniel somehow reaching out from beyond? The next day, she found solace in a small feather on her windowsill, a sign, she believed, that he was watching over her. While these stories may sound extraordinary, they echo a universal truth. Our connections with those we love don't simply vanish after death. They linger, sometimes manifesting in unexpected and chilling ways. These calls from the other side can serve as reminders of the bonds forged in life, bonds that may transcend even the darkest of circumstances. Yet we must tread carefully into this eerie territory. Not all calls are comforting. There are those that chill to the bone, leaving an unsettling residue that lingers long after the call ends. For instance, a man named David received an anonymous call one night that would haunt him for years to come. He answered, expecting a wrong number, but was met with a breathy whisper. "Help me, I'm scared." David's skin prickled. The voice was that of a young girl filled with terror. "Who is this? Where are you?" he asked, panic rising in his chest. I can't see anything. They're coming." The line went dead. David was left with a sense of dread that gnawed at him. Who was she? What did she mean? He tried to trace the call, but it was untraceable, an echo from the dark, a plea for help from a soul trapped in a nightmare. Such calls serve as reminders of the struggles and fears that exist beyond our perception. They offer a glimpse into the darker aspects of existence, where not all spirits seek peace or resolution. Some may be lost, trapped in their own torment, reaching out for help that may never come. As we delve deeper into this realm, it's important to acknowledge the cultural significance of such experiences. Many societies throughout history have shared beliefs about the afterlife, the idea that souls can communicate with the living. From ancient civilizations to modern spiritual practices, the notion of connecting with the deceased is woven into the fabric of human experience. In some cultures, mediums are sought to bridge the gap between the living and the dead, facilitating communication with spirits. These individuals are believed to possess the ability to channel messages from those who have passed on, offering solace to the grieving. In other cultures, rituals are performed to honor and remember the dead, creating a space for connection that transcends time and space. Yet the modern world often dismisses these practices as superstition. The rise of technology has altered how we perceive these connections. Today, we have the ability to record, analyze, and dissect our experiences, often reducing them to mere coincidence or mental aberration. But does that diminish their significance? The calls from the other side challenge us to confront our beliefs about life, death, and the connections that bind us. They invite us to consider the unexplainable, to acknowledge the mysteries that exist beyond our understanding. As we conclude this exploration, remember that the boundaries between the living and the dead may not be as rigid as we believe. The calls from the other side linger in the echoes of our lives, reminding us of the love, fear, and unknown that shapes our existence. What if these calls are not merely coincidences, but a reminder that we are never truly alone? The dead may have their own stories to tell, their own messages to share. Whether through dreams, whispers, or phone calls, these communications serve as haunting reminders of the thin veil that separates our world from theirs. So the next time your phone rings unexpectedly, or you hear a familiar voice in the silence, pause for a moment. Listen closely, for it may be a call from the other side, a whisper from the unknown, waiting to be heard. This chilling thought lingers, a reminder that the darkness holds secrets yet to be revealed.